Hello friends, welcome to Oracle Concept video series. In this video, we'll understand what is multi-table insert statement. So basically the multi-table insert statement allows us to insert data into multiple tables using a single insert statement itself. Let us understand with an example. Let us take a table T which contains one column and few records in this table. Suppose if you want to insert the same data into three different tables. For example, we have a table called T1, T2 and T3. If you want to insert the same data from the table T into these three tables, then generally we will write three different insert statements. For example, we will write one insert statement to insert the data from table T into table T1. Similarly, we will write one more insert statement to read from table T and then insert into table T2. Similarly, one more insert statement to read the data from table T and insert into table T3. Instead of writing three different insert statements like this, using the multi-table insert statement, with one single insert statement, we will be able to insert the same data into three different tables. Let us see how to write the multi-table insert statement now. So I am creating a table called T with one column and I am populating three values into this A, B, C. Let me just select the data from table T. So we will be able to see three rows. 1 A, B and C. So now I am creating three different tables. Table T1 with one column, table T2 with one column and table T3 with another column. So suppose if I want to insert the same data from T into all these three tables, typically we'll write an insert statement like this. Insert into T1, select star from T. Similarly, insert into T2, select star from T. And insert into T3, select star from T. So now let me just execute the select statement because just now we have executed the insert statement. So the T1 has all the three records. Similarly, T2 has all the three records and T3 also has all the three records. Let me just roll back the data so that now all these three tables will be empty. So now what we have seen is we have used three different insert statements to insert into three different tables. Now let us use the multi-table insert statement to insert into three different tables using a single insert statement. So here is the syntax. You say insert all. So insert all is the keyword. So let us say into T1 values of C. Similarly into T2 values of C. Similarly into T3 values of C. Then I will say select star from T. So this is the syntax of multi-table insert statement. So insert all is the keyword. So where we will specify the target tables where we want to insert the data, and finally the query we will specify from where we want to read the data from. So let me just execute this insert statement. Now you can see it is showing 9 rows inserted. That means 3 rows are actually read from the table and 3 rows are inserted into T1, 3 rows are inserted into T2 and 3 rows are inserted into T3 table. Now let us query from the tables. So you can see the data got inserted into T1, data got inserted into T2 and data got inserted into T3. So let us commit the data. So here is the syntax of the insert all keyword. In fact, in this case, we have inserted the same data from T into different tables without any condition. So this is an example for unconditional insert. So all the data from the source we are inserted into multiple target table. But sometimes based on the condition we want to insert a specific data into different table. Let us see an example to understand that kind of scenario. So here we are having a table called E which contains the employee data. So this table contains two columns, employee name and department. So these two, here we have like 6 employees working across 3 different departments. Suppose if our expectation is to insert the employees working in department 10 into E10 table and to insert the employees of department 20 into another table called E20 and to insert the employees of department 30 into another table called E30. Normally what we will do is we will write 3 different insert statements. One insert statement to select the employees of department 10. So basically we will be using the where condition here. So we will be selecting the employees working in department 10 and then we will insert into the E10 table. Similarly, we will write one more insert statement to select the employees who are working in department 20, and then we will insert into the table E20. Similarly, we will write one more insert statement to select the employees who are working in department 30, and then we will insert into the department 30. So instead of doing all these things, we can specify the when class along with the condition like this. See, in the previous example I have shown you is an unconditional insert, but this is an example for conditional insert where we can specify the condition. So the when clause is an optional class. Using this we can specify the condition. So what will happen is, whatever the data it select from the source query based on the condition. So whatever the record that satisfies this condition, those records will be inserted into E10 table. Similarly, whatever the record that satisfies the second condition, that is department equal to 20, those records will get inserted into E20 table. Similarly, the employees working in 30 department will get inserted into E30 table. Now let me show you the demo for this. So I'm creating the table E and I'm just populating 6 employees working in 3 different departments. Let me just select the information from E table. So you can see here we have like 6 employees working in 3 different departments. So let me create a table called E10, another table called E20 and another table called E30. The structure of these 3 tables are exactly same as the E table. So normally what we will do is, like, we will be inserting like this, like insert into E10 for the employees working in department 10. Similarly, insert into E20 for the employees working in department 20. The third insert statement is basically to select the people working in department 30 and insert into E30. So let me just execute this insert statement. So here if you see, 2 records got selected and inserted into E10 table. Similarly, in the second insert was also inserting 2 records, that is 2 people who are working in department 20 got inserted into E20 table. Similarly, the third insert statement is also selecting 2 people who are working in department 30 and inserting into the E30. So let me just query from the table. Now you can see E10 is populated with 2 records who are working in department 10. E20 is populated with 2 records who are working in department 20. And similarly, E30 got populated with 2 people who are working in department 30. So now let me just roll back the transaction so that these tables will be empty right now, so that we can use the multi-table insert statement to combine all these 3 insert statement into a single insert statement. So let me say insert all when department number equal to 10, then into E10 values of ename comma department 10. Sorry, ename comma department number. Same class we can just copy and we just make it for department 20. So when department is 20, we just want to insert into E20 table. Similarly, when department equal to 30, we can just insert into E30 table. So finally, we just need to give the select statement. Let's say select star from E. So now let me execute this insert statement. Now you can see 6 rows got inserted. Now let us check the data of all these tables. Now you can see E10 got populated with people who are working in department 10. Similarly, E20 got populated with people who are working in department 20, and E30 got populated with the people working in department 30. So this is an example for conditional insert using insert all. Now let us see one more example. So this is also very similar to the example 2. However, in this case, I have taken like employee name and salary information. And my expectation is I want to populate based on a condition. Something like when a salary is less than or equal to 2000, I want to populate into a table called E low salary. And whenever the salary is between 2000 or greater than 2000 and less than or equal to 4000, then I want to insert into another table called E mid salary. And any salary that is greater than 4000, I just want to populate into another table called E high salary. So obviously we'll be writing like 3 different insert statement. One to insert into the E low salary, that is whenever the salary is less than or equal to 2000, we will just select and insert into the low salary table. Similarly, another insert statement based on the condition, that is salary between 2000 and 4000, then we will be inserting into E mid salary table. And whenever the salary is greater than 4000, we will be just inserting into the high salary table. So in this case, Of course, this logic also can be implemented using the insert all. So you can see here the same condition I just implemented as part of the insert all keyword. You can see the condition here. Whenever the salary is less than 2000, insert into the low salary table. Whenever the salary is greater than 2000 and less than or equal to 4000, you just insert into E mid-sal salary. So whenever the salary is greater than 4000, you just go and insert into E high sal table. So this insert all will work fine with this condition. But one key thing with respect to this insert all is whenever a record satisfies a condition, that particular record will get inserted into the table. Suppose if the same record gets satisfied under two when classes, then that particular record also will get inserted into the two target table. Suppose if you don't want that kind of functionality, then there is an optional to avoid that. So we have another class called insert first. So what the insert first will do is, whenever a record satisfies the first matching condition, then that particular record will be excluded from the subsequent condition. For example, in this case, whatever the record that matches 2000 will get inserted into the E low salary. Excluding these rows only, the remaining set of records only will be passed as an input to the subsequent when condition. So in this case, what will happen? The first two records will get matched in the first when class and it will get inserted into the low salary. Only the remaining 4 records will go as an input to the subsequent when class. So in the second when class, the record 3 and 4 will get matched. That is, the record with salary as 3000 and 4000 will get matched and it will get inserted into the E mid salary, and the rest of the records, anything that doesn't get satisfied, will get inserted into the E high sal table. So the slight difference between the insert all and insert first is that when we are using the insert all, whenever the record matches any of the condition, that particular record will get inserted into the table. So it doesn't matter whether it gets matched in one when condition or a multiple when condition. But whereas in case of insert first, a record gets matched in the first matching when condition, then it will get inserted as part of that class and it will get excluded with the subsequent classes. Let us see an example for this. So I'm creating the table E and I'm just populating 6 employees with salary information. So let me just query from this table. You can see here 6 employees with salary range from 6,000 to 6,000. So I'm just creating 3 tables: E low salary, E mid sal and E high sal. So obviously you can see here we are writing 3 different insert statement. So let me just execute this insert statement. The first insert statement is basically to insert into E low salary table whenever salary is less than 2000. The second insert is basically to insert into E mid sal table whenever the salary range is from 2000 to 4000. Anything that is greater than 4000 will get inserted into the E high sal table. So let me just select from E low sal table. You can see here 2 records with salary less than 2000 will get inserted here. Similarly, let us query from E mid sal table. You can see here 2 more records got inserted. Similarly, let us query from E high sal table. The remaining 2 records got inserted here. So let me just roll back these transactions. Right. So now you can see here is the implementation using insert all. So obviously we have to give here salary greater than 2000 and salary less than 4000. Otherwise what will happen is the same record will get satisfied for the first when class as well as the second when class. So instead of that, we can use the insert first. So let me just show you the insert first. So let us copy the same thing. So let me put insert first. When salary less than 2000, then insert into low sal. Similarly, when salary less than 4000, insert into mid sal. Otherwise, you just insert into high sal table. So here you can see 6 record got inserted. Let me query from the low sal table. You can see 2 rows got inserted. In the mid table, we have got like 2 more rows got inserted with salary range from more than 2000 and less than or equal to 4000. Similarly, anything that is greater than 4000 got inserted into the high sal table. if you want any questions to be answered, you can post it in the comment section or you can drop to this mail ID. But before that, you can check whether a similar question has already been posted as part of the subscriber question series or as part of the interview question series. If you are not able to find your question here, please write back to me. I'll be happy to record and post as a new video. If you have learned something new, please like this video, subscribe and stay tuned for new feature video, interview question, SQL practical question and concept videos. Thanks a lot for watching this video.